A collection of very personal but accessible poems explores the substance of recent and distant memories against the flow of ever rapid change, that we all have experienced since the mid-20th century. Joining us this morning to give us some insight into this collection of poems is the poet herself, Andrea Pinner, also known as Andy.
Yes.
I like Andy. I don't
Yeah,
get to call
thank
ladies
you.
Andy too often.
No,
so from now on this morning, I'm going to call you Andy.
That's great. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about this collection of poems, When East Was North.
This collection was written over a number of years. I probably started writing some of these poems when I was in college and all the way through grad school and up until recently, and finally had the opportunity to collect them. So they are little stories, memories, childhood reflections, and also reflections on my adult life and experiences and things I notice in the world, observations.
And you were saying you're a technical writer as well.
I am a technical writer.
So you kind of got both sides of the brain working in a literary sense.
Yeah, I do, and it's all about words, and that's what bridges the technical writing and the poetry. You know, we have two halves of the brain, and they have to communicate. And for me, it's language that does that for us.
Well, I'm wondering, since unfortunately, we don't have a lot of poets on the show, but since we finally have one on, would you mind sharing a piece with us?
I would love to.
Yay,
that
good.
would be great.
We'd love to hear it.
I'll read one called I Write, because some people want to know, well, why do you write?
There you go.
I write short, loose lines because my hand goes numb if I grip too tightly or type for too long. I write in snapshots because my mind photographs its memories for a 1-inch picture frame that holds only so much color, line, and shadow. I write myself into a corner with nowhere else to go but there where I must stay until I write myself out again, because out of things to say or else to go nowhere but there, here. I write beneath the flannel night and into the denim pocket of the afternoon. I write sideways in my journal with an unquiet mind in child pose, the writer's asana.
Wow, that is very nice.
Thank you.
So what are you hoping that others get from these poems? Is there anything specific that you want, or is it really just to kind of share that experience with you?
Part of it is sharing, but in sharing, I want people to be inspired to write themselves, to find their own reasons, to find their own pocket of the afternoon to spend time in. I also want people who don't write to be able to connect to something and say, ooh, I understand that. I'm glad she wrote that because that says how I feel, and I couldn't have written it that way.
Yeah, very beautiful stuff, Andy. So, folks, if you want to pick up a copy of your copy of Andy's book, you didn't write it, she did. Head over to our website at casa.com and click on our Style tab. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for letting me be here.
My pleasure. Let's head over to Brittany right now. Good morning.